I will say this with confidence, all of the high schools around where I live are becoming empty. This is an issue, this needs to be solved. So what, you're just gonna have a one-night stand with some girl at a party, but you're not gonna spread your genes or be remembered as anything. And I'm just gonna be a normal person and have my normal teenage life, and then have my normal adult life, and then cry when I'm 70 because I actually amounted to nothing. It's take life seriously here. What is happening in this world is actually super breathtaking right now. In the 50s, in the 30s, in the 1920s, everyone would have 20 kids. The families were very traditional. The man would go work, the woman would stay at home and raise the kids, and the kids would go in high school, go in college, go in university, get an education, blah, 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 get a job. But today, that's not the case. Apparently, women think that having kids now is disempowering. They want to wear less clothes and dance in bikinis online, but they don't want to have kids. It's so contradicting. What society has conditioned us to believe is, you can go to parties, you can have sex, you can do all those things, you can take drugs, you can be purposeless, but don't have kids. Having kids is disempowering to the woman. That means that the man is going to control her. The woman will have to stay home and raise the kids, but that's not how it should be. The woman should have a job. The woman should pursue some bullshit career. Now, a lot of this thinking comes from society's conditioning, but most of it's actually because people are lazy. People are purposeless. They don't want to do anything. All they want to do is work their 9 to 5, justify their social media addiction, and party on the weekends. There's this idea of the sexual market. Bro, on the sexual market, this guy's a 7 out of 10 because his eyebrows are curled a certain way and he has his eyes shaped in this way. It's all bullshit. Out of all of these looks-maxing freaks, which ones are having kids? Do you see any, I got this jawline, bro, you want that fuckboy physique, you gotta take the peptides. Do any of them have any kids ever? No, it's always the guy that goes with the old times and actually wants to be something. Not just have the perfect jawline and take all the peptides and go on a stage and all this bullshit. I will say this with confidence, all of the high schools around where I live are becoming empty. This is an issue, this needs to be solved. But do you know what the Prime Minister does? He doesn't think, you know what, I'm gonna start telling people that they should have kids. He goes, well, let's just fill the country with Indians, Germans, and Europeans. Freaking garbage. No honor in our nation whatsoever. Brother, if this keeps up, if no one is reproducing, all of the Canadian American people, the whites, whoever, are going to be gone. This place is going to be filled with Indians, Asians, Japanese, Germans, all these other different people, and Canada will be wiped. It'll be just an empty house with open doors. It'll be powerless. Dude, half of the people that even live here don't even speak English. I don't know how to pronounce that word. That's not even the real problem. The real problem is we need to turn down the dial on our lust and turn up the dial on our purpose. If you have lust with a girl, you want to have sex with her, that's great. But it's going to be with condoms. And it's going to be pointless butt sex bullshit. And everyone lacks purpose. So it's like, great, we have sex. But nobody has purpose. So it's like, we're having sex, but we're not having any kids. So what's the outcome of this? Our brains are just fried and we're kidless. If you were having sex with a condom, at that point it's just cocaine. You're just doing it for the relief, the pleasure of it. Oh, it feels so good. All right, let's do it again. It leads to nowhere. It doesn't do anything for your bloodline. It doesn't do anything to your race. So what, you're just gonna have pointless sex, be washed out of the universe, and amount to nothing? I don't get these people who are not having kids. There's so many people who are not having kids, and I don't get it. Don't you want to have 5 kids? Don't you want to have 10 kids? Brother, it feels so good to train 8 years, train your whole life. And once you're in the best shape of your life and you have the best genes that are modified from your strength training, you now give those genes to those kids and your kids are stronger than you were and then their kids are stronger than they were. And you try to make a race that becomes as strong as possible. I don't get why people are just like, nah, too much work. I'm just gonna watch TV and watch some porn and have a hit of my vape. Hey random sir, do you want to spread your genes and favor your race? No, I want to listen to Bill Gates. Look at what Bill Gates said. There's too many people. So I'm going to be a vegan and eat grass, and then I'm going to have pointless sex, and then I'm going to go to the parties, and then I'm going to smoke the weed because it helps me sleep at night, and then I'm going to watch the porn, and I'm just going to be a normal person and have my normal teenage life, and then have my normal adult life, and then cry when I'm 70 because I actually amounted to nothing. And then that's it. I go to hell. Like, where do you think this is going to be good? I try to respect everybody, but people who don't have kids their whole life, it's just hard for me to respect, if you know what I mean. Like, oh, that's nice. You have a decent physique. You did well in your business. You did blah, blah, blah. But you didn't have any kids. You don't have a race that's being spread. Your genes are just gone to nothing. Oh, good for you. You were independent. You got your Gucci bags. You got your... The moral of this video is, bro, we just need to wake up. Instead of having pointless sex and then having no kids, we should have zero pointless sex and then have kids. Do you know what I mean when I say this? What I'm saying is, we need to turn into a race that chooses purpose over pleasure. We need to be a race that chooses self-worth and passion over anything else. Brother, if you're over 25 years old and you're typing Pornhub into your keyboard, put that laptop down and actually go find somebody. And if you're in your teens, don't go looking for a woman yet. Build yourself up to a high quality standard and fulfill that standard so that when you're a high quality man, it's much easier to attract a high quality woman when you're in your late 20s. Don't go looking for women right now. Focus on your purpose. Become financially stable so that your kids are actually healthy and they can learn something from you and you're not just a beat up dad or something. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to take life seriously. See you guys next time. Peace.